On ball, and it's fielded by Delirier, throws to first, and they just got him, and that was a beautiful defensive play by Delirier. Able to dive, get up, throw to first, just in time for the out. And Delirier, coming off of his freshman year at Florida International, is really hoping to make a name for himself here at the Perfect Game Collegiate Baseball League, and it's plays like that that are really going to be the type of thing that can do that. He was praised by Perfect Game out of high school for really being an excellent defensive shortstop, and he had one eat him up earlier in the game, and he kind of redeemed himself there with just a beautiful defensive play. And Pioneers have to hope that defensive play certainly does not give them a run, but you just have to look for somewhere to get your momentum back. And who knows, maybe a good defensive play by Delirier can accomplish that.
So Newark will lead after the first 4 innings, 5-0. Pioneers look to answer back at the bottom of the 4th inning. They need to score here at least. They have had some interesting comebacks in the past.
And I think the big thing to remember here is that this game isn't over by any stretch. It's only the 4th inning. The Pioneers, they have another 6 times at bat, and not even counting extra innings. And this is a team that scored 13 runs in their season opener. So this is a team that's capable of scoring a lot of runs in a hurry. And all you have to do is get a hit, get a couple guys on, and see if you can deliver that big hit with runner in scoring position, and can make this a whole new ball game.
So the Elmira Pioneers scored last night in the bottom of the 4th to come back and win 3-2 against Amsterdam. They look to do so again tonight here at the bottom of the 4th inning as Zach Bellinger, the DH, is coming up to bat with Taylor Scripon on deck.
And Bellinger is a local kid in his first game back with the Pioneers after a 1-year hiatus, and he delivered a base hit. And that's great to see that. Now he'll deliver another hit as we begin the bottom of the 4th inning. But first we have Christian Santistama coming to the plate.
I'm sorry, Christian Santisteban out to bat for my Pioneers.
The windup from Powell's, and he deals. Ground off the middle, and there's a base save for Christian Santisteban. Doesn't try to do too much with it, just hits it right back where it was pitched, and he gets a base hit out of it. So nice job by Santisteban, just giving the Pioneers a base runner. This is a big deficit, but the way you get back into it is you get base runners.
So, first pitch, first hit, bottom of the 4th inning, Christian Santisteban on first. As Zach Bellinger on batting now for the Pioneers. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
And that might have been a little change-up there by Powell's, and Bellinger, he wants to make it a 5-2 game. That was a big swing right there. He just missed it. Moving that first pitch fastball, and right there he didn't get it. Here's the 0-1 to Bellinger.
The pitch, swing and foul ball down the first base line.
And right there, that was a pitch coming right at him, and that's almost one of those things where you don't really want to swing at that. That pitch is going to be a ball, but it's a reflex. The ball's coming back at you. You want to defend yourself, and fouls it away. Now he's down 0-2 in the count. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to shortstop. They're going to take the force at second one on the first, and he beats it out. Hits the ground ball, but is able to beat out the back end of the double play at first base. And there's one out, but the Pioneers still do have a runner on first. And now here's Delirier coming off the great defensive play in the top of the 4th inning to help get the Pioneers get out of that frame. Now he'll have to complement what he's done with the glove with something with the bat. Right-hand hitting shortstop against the right-hander Powell's. Pioneers now 5-0. And that pitch is a strike on the outside corner. That's where Powell's been doubting his pitches all night. Right there in the outside corner, and Pioneers really have not done much with it. They do have 4 hits. The 4th of which coming in this inning, but nothing really hit very hard.
0-1 count. 1 out. The pitch. Ball. 1-1 count.
And 1-1 pitch against the Lear. And let's see what he's thinking about. Is he expecting to come back with a fastball? Do you think he's going to try to spin him a breaking ball? I guess only the time will tell. There's a fastball, and it's a Baltimore chop to second base. Can Delire beat it out? No, he cannot. That's the second out of the inning. And it looked for a moment like Delire was going to have a chance at that, but second baseman really played that very well after the high chop. And Delire not quite fast enough to beat that one out.
So Pioneers still have a runner on. He is on second base. 2 outs. Taylor Skirpon up to bat. Here's the pitch for Powell. In the dirt.
Yeah, and that's ball one. And Pioneers, there are 2 outs, but you have a runner in scoring position. And you just want to start something. You're down by 5 runs, and you need it to deliver a run and just tell yourself, we can do this, we can hit this guy.
Pitch. 1-1.
And that pitch had some late tailing action to get right back to the outside corner. And now it's going to be a 1-1 pitch to Skirpon, excuse me. A funny story about Skirpon's name is on ESPN, after he turned a triple play as a member of the Penn State Nittany Lions, they call him Taylor Skirpon, and it stuck. He even stuck with me. But his last name is Skirpon, so certainly want to do him justice with his last name. And here's the 2-1 to Skirpon. Hit
Base
hard.
hit to left field. Pioneers looking to score here. Throw to home, and they do so.
Yeah, Bellinger with the head first slide into home plate, and the Pioneers do finally have a run. It is 5-1 Newark, and that was a big hit there. The Pioneers really needed that, and they were able to get one. You got to run off the bat of Skirpon. He was second on the throw. Now you have another runner in scoring position. Just get one more hit.
So
and
Jordan Taylor now up to bat with a runner again on second for the Pioneers. 2 outs.
So they got something. Let's see if they get something more.
Pioneers are to get a little bit more out of this inning.
Yeah, and that pitch was high, and Pioneers definitely have to hope that Powell is just a little bit up there too. Lower run for the first time in this game. And the pitch.
Foul ball.
Yeah, that's popped back right towards our booth. Not quite close enough for us to catch it, but just missed that one. Fouled it back.
1-1 count. 2 outs.
Yeah, another big batter. The Pirates hope to claw back in this game. They spent 1 inning looking for a second run, going on second base. And the pitch is right there on the outside corner, and that's a 1-2 count. And Powell's really has to have to be impressed by his command of his fastball, being able to just stop the outside corner of the plate time after time. And the Pirates, they just know they can't do much with that pitch. Trying to foul it off and hit the ball on the ground, but hopefully hit the ball better.
2-2 count.
Yeah, there's the kind of breaking ball, maybe a slider, and he misses outside. And nice job by Taylor, just not expanding his zone too much, and then letting that pitch go. And here's a 2-2 from Powell's. Looks back at the runner, set and deals. Scramble up the middle, and could that be a base hit? And they just got him. Past the pitcher, but fielded by the shortstop. He throws the first to the out, and the Pioneers will settle for 1 run.
So Pioneers able to get 1 run that inning. Newark Pilots now only lead by 4, and they will go into the 5th up to bat.
And it's frustrating. You're still down by 4 runs, but you have to think about it. Look, we have a lot of time left in this game, and now we have 1 run. Now we're just a little bit closer.
They have 5 more innings to catch the Pilots.
And it looks like we're going to have a pitching change here. Now on the mound for your Elmira Pioneers is number 8, Anthony Ciango. And he's a registered sophomore out of Northern Illinois, and he actually pitched for the Pioneers last year. He's a guy who he was touted out of high school. He's had some injury issues, but able to take the mound with the Pioneers last year, and he's going to hope to make an impact again for them this time around. And as we watch Sianga warm up, it's interesting. He has a little bit of funk in his delivery, a little bit of deception. He hides the ball very well, has a little bit of a hitch, and you have to wonder a little bit whether that's led to some injury problems. But it's something where if he can throw that for strikes, that can be very effective, especially on right-handed hitters. Also, another thing with him is you like pitchers who the entire time through their delivery they are looking towards the plate, they're focused on the target. Young at least someone who his head kind of bobs up and down in his delivery. Again, that makes it more difficult for the hitter, but something where you better be confident in yourself, confident in your mechanics.
So as Siango warms up, Newark has Geisel, Boyer, and Wall on deck.
Yeah, and this is going to be a big frame for the Pioneers. They scored a run, and now they're trying to get that shutout inning and stay within only 4 scores of their opponents. And they're going to rely on Siango. And Gunn, didn't have the outing he was looking for. He allowed 5 runs in 4 innings, and now he departs in favor of Siango. And the batter digs in, and pitcher Siango is ready to deal his first pitch.
It's a ball. It's a ball.
Yep, and he just missed hitting them. And the batter, Geisel, is able to get out of the way.
1-0. Pitch. Strike. Just inside.
And you look at Siango and kind of going out towards third base when he pitches, so you got to think it'd be easier for him to pitch inside than outside.
Ball. 2-1 count.
He's really loading up on him inside, but a couple of pitches have missed so far, and he has to bear down and get a strike here. You don't want to fall behind 3-1 to the leadoff man with the potential of walking him. The right-hander Siango deals. And that one hits him.
Hit by a pitch. Right on his back.
He just missed hitting him earlier in the at-bat, and that one actually does. Nothing that the batter can do there.
So it's Siango with a couple wild pitches this inning. Geisel shakes off his getting hit by the pitch. He'll take his base. So Newark has runners on first right now with Logan Boyer now to bat.
And Siango is going to throw to first, and the runner will be back there in time. Just want to let him know that, hey, I'm not going to let you steal the space so easily. To remind him that, I can pick you off if you venture too far off the bag. But really the focus for Siango has to be the batter at the plate. And there's a strike. Finally was able to touch a little bit more to play. And that isn't the ideal, but when you've been going inside, it definitely is some amount of progress. Going up against the right-handed batter, and these are the guys you think that Siango would have success against because of that deceptive delivery.
0-1 the count. Pitch. A bunt.
And how about that play by Taylor Hilson? He barehands the ball and fires to first, and that'll be the first out of the frame. That's a very difficult play. And he made that one look easy. He just went up there, stuck that bare hand out there, and he made the play. And that'll be a sacrifice bunt of 5-3. And the runner will be on second base, but big for Siango to get that first out of the inning.
So 1 out. Newark has runner on second. Zach Wall now up to bat.
I think it's interesting to see Siango as a pitcher wearing number 8. Not quite used to that. Usually you see the pitchers a little bit of the higher numbers, but Pioneers numbers are based on uniform sizes. Fun fact.
Pitch is a strike.
Yeah, a little off-speed offering right there, and the right-handed hitter, he was just totally out in front.
Swings and misses for strike 1.
when you throw the ball over the plate, you can get hitters to swing at those types of pitches, and that was quite a weak swing right there. And Sango deals.
Ball one.
Yep, but just up there in the zone, and it's going to be a 1-1 count. Runner on second, 1 out, 1-1 count, and the Newark Pilots lead the Elmira Pioneers 5-1. Anthony Sango on the mound for Elmira. He winds and deals. It's a little flare, and it's going to be caught by the first baseman Santisteban. That's the second out of the inning.
Santisteban able to make a play for 2 outs.
And Sango might take something off of that pitch again. He did that couple pitches before, and the batter, he got quite a bit of bat on that, but was able to get him to be just out in front, and he's hit the weak contact to first base.
So 2 outs, runner on second. Chris Felinis for Newark now up to bat. The pitch, a strike. The count was 0-1.
That's what Sango wants to be, is dotting the inside corner. We just see him going away a little bit more. He's really been inside. And here's his 0-1 pitch. And he did try to hit the outside corner, but he misses up.
Ball one. 1-1 count. 2 outs. Top of the 5th.
Yeah, but that's the right idea by Sango, and this is a league where you're hoping that prospects develop, and just be able to throw to both sides of the plate is really a key thing for Sango and all these pitchers.
Sango again hits the batter. So Felinis will take his base. And Newark will have 2 runners on the bags.
2 runners on, both on hit by pitches. And not a consecutive. He's only not intentional. He's just someone who's...
Wild pitches.
Yeah, he's just trying to dive that inside corner. And the way his delivery is, the mechanics can be a little messed up. He can get a little bit out of the side of the ball. And when he does, that's the danger. You hit a couple of batters, and thankfully everyone's okay. But now you have a couple of runners on with 2 outs, and Sango just has to get out of this inning.
Pitch. As Conrad Ziemendorf is up to the plate.
So
with 1 ball, 1-0 count.
5th batter of the inning, and this is the first left-handed batter that Sango's going to face. And that one just missed outside, and it's a 2-0 count. So now for Sango's pitches are going more towards the outer part of the plate to this hitter. Because he's batting from the other side. And that could be a good thing for him, but he's down 2-0 right now.
The pitch is a strike.
He does get the call right there, and now it's 2-1. So, big pitch, now to go down 3-0, and let's see if we deliver another strike and really get back in the driver's seat in this at-bat.
Sango does not want to allow a run this inning. He will wind up just outside for ball 3. 3-1 is now the count. 2 outs.
And Sango has some nice late movement on his pitches, but this might be a case of too much movement, and he just can't control where it's going all the time.
The pitch, pop fly to right field. Santisteban not able to catch it up against the wall. Newark will score 2 off of Ziemendorf's pop fly to right field.
Yeah, he really hit that one hard. And Sango finally able to throw a strike, but that was not where he wanted that pitch. He just left it up, and that one was hit hard. I guess so that's why you bring in this guy to face right-handers, because left-handers just get a good look at the ball. What's deceptive against hitters from one side is really a totally different ballgame against hitters from the other side.
So even though Pioneers scored last inning, the Pilots now increase their deficit, increase their lead 7-1.
1 step forward, 2 steps back, and that has to be frustrating for the Elmira Pioneers. And Sango is trying to get out of this inning now. Damage has already been done.
Ball 1.
And here's another left-handed batter, and first one did not go well. Sango was trying to make some adjustment and get him out. All starts with throwing strikes.
Strike 2. Strike 1.
And he gets one there. That's a good place to start. 1-1 count, 2 outs, and once again the Pioneers are trailing 7-1, and we're here in the top of the 5th inning. And here's the pitch. And he just missed. That one might have been a couple inches farther outside the previous pitch, but the umpire does not give him the call.
2-1 is the count. 2 outs.
And Sango is set, and he deals home plate. Now on
Ball
another
3.
one. Got some horizontal run on that pitch, but just ran
3.
all the way inside, and now it's 3-1 count.
Wild pitch. Got him. Taylor and Siango able to make a play after a rough inning. A pitch just off the catcher. Runner on third tried to score off of it, but unable to do so. They end the inning. So after 5, Newark leads 7-1, scoring 2 that inning.
And that was really a very big breakthrough. The Elmira Pioneers there. That ball got away from the catcher Taylor, but he's able to recover, throw to Ingo, and tag him out at home plate to get out of that inning. Ingo had a little bit of a rough time there, but he's able to get out of it. Able to say, okay, that wasn't the way it was supposed to go. At least I was able to get out of it with no more runs crossing the plate. And now the Pioneers are going to take their hacks once again against Stephen Powell, the pitcher, who's been really quite effective for the Newark Pilots.
Hilson, Kalusian, Dixon on deck for the Pioneers, looking to work their magic tonight. They trail by 6 runs.
Yeah, and this 6'6" right-hander, Stephen Powell, is really giving them a tough time. So over 4 innings, they have just 1 run on 5 hits. But the good news here is that they were able to get a run across last inning. They were able to maybe see the ball a little bit better, and now you hope that he's just on the bench for another long inning, and maybe he comes out there a little bit less sharp, and you take advantage.
Taylor Hilson will now take his bat.
And Powell's deals.
Base hit. Not able to get on first. Newark will make a play, and Hilson is out. So 1 out.
Hilson hit hard, but right at the shortstop, and that'll be the first out of the inning. And we're back to the top of the order again, and here's Chris Kalusian. And there's a strike to Kalusian. He hasn't had the type of night he was looking to have. He first at bat hit a ground ball to third, lucky up at third base and threw it away. And there's a ball up and away. Second at bat, he had a pop fly to shallow right field, and he was running hard, but the ball didn't drop, and he's over 2 officially.
1-1 count pitch. Pop fly to center. And the center fieldsman is able to make a play.
And the second straight at bat in which Kalusian...
Braxton Wilkes able to make the play on that hit off of Kalusian for an out. 2 outs.
Yeah, that was the second straight at bat in which Kalusian just hit a weak pop-up or fly ball, depending on how you wanted to find it.
Dixon off to bat. Strike 1.
That ball moving in on Dixon, and he wasn't going to do anything with that, but he just catches the corner there, strike 1.
And next pitch is a ball. 1-1 count. 2 outs.
Almost the same exact pitch, but doesn't get the call there. Dixon hoping to extend this inning and help get the Pioneers back in the game.
Foul ball. 1-2 count.
Aggressive hack on the pitch inside, but he's going to foul it away. Dixon trying to make something happen here. Pioneers, first step is base runners. See if they can get one.
Base hit. to pass the second baseman, not able to make a play. So Dixon will get on base for a single. Another hit for the night for him. 2 for 3 for tonight.
And you look at the scoreboard, so the Pioneers now have 1 run on 6 hits, and you look on the other side, and the Newark Pilots have 7 runs on 7 hits. That's not the type of thing you want. Obviously, there's some walks in by pitches. Hits do not tell the whole story of the game, but Pioneers really need some big hits with runners on base.
Walker up to bat. First pitch is a ball. 1-0 is the count.
And you have a speedy runner on first base in Dixon, but we'll have to see. They're down by 6 runs, but will the Pioneers send him is try to ignite this offense and push another run across. If he makes it, then you have a runner on second base and a chance to drive him in.
Santisteban is on deck. Paul does not want to allow a base hit this inning. Doing so could potentially almost load the bases. Have 2 runners on with Santisteban getting ready.
Pitch to Walker. Strike, and there.
Wild throw over the head of the second baseman. Dixon will steal second.
And that was a nice aggressive baseball by the Pioneers. Dixon got a pretty good jump, and the throw was high. Wasn't able to advance to third base, but nice job. Just sliding in there successfully. And now you leave it to really one of your best hitters in Walker to drive you in with 2 outs. And 7-2, it's still a deficit, but it's also progress. So let's see if the Pioneers can get there.
2-1 the count. Foul ball.
Yep. You're just down off the bat, but just couldn't get it into play. Just missed that one, and now it's 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Pioneers trailing 7-1. And here's pitcher right-hander Powell's. Just missed outside.
Full count. 2 outs.
Yep, Walker's going to live to see another pitch. And the Pioneers also have the advantage of Dixon. He's going to be off with the pitch with 3-2 and 2 outs. And when you have a speedy runner like Dixon on and he's going with the pitch, you might have a situation where infield single or other crazies, he might score. Obviously just want a base hit though. Although they will certainly take the walk, and it's another base runner for the Pioneers.
Pioneers, 2 runners on. Christian Santisteban now up to bat for the Pioneers with 2 outs. They trail by 6.
Yes, Santisteban was singles last time up, and he'll hope to just cut into that deficit. Obviously, the game is for him to hit one over the wall for a home run, but Pioneers will just take a single here.
First pitch is a ball.
You have just missed that inside, just trying to catch that corner. And nice job by Santisteban, knowing that his pitches have some horizontal run on them. They're going to go inside when he starts it like that. And Powell's
once again trying to pick off Dixon.
Look to second base, nothing doing there. Another base hit up the for Santisteban. Here comes Dixon.
Dixon will score. A throw to third. They
do get
tag him out.
Yep, and Walker out trying to go first to third, and the Pioneers being aggressive again. You give him credit, but they're going to settle for the 1 run as Walker committed a baseball no-no, and that's making the 3rd out at third base.
So Pioneers will not score this inning.
I think let's wait for a scoreboard for a second. I believe that the runner didn't run across the plate before the run scored. I guess we'll see on the scoreboard in 1 second.
So, my mistake. Dixon will score on the hit from Santisteban, but an out to third base in the inning. So, my Pioneers will now be trailing by only 5. So, as we go into the top of the 6th inning, Newark Pilots lead 7-2.
And replacing Singo for the Pioneers will be lefty Zach Pigeon. And he's a 6'5", 205 right-hander. And he attends Ithaca College. He's a sophomore. And he's a pitcher. Got off to a little bit of a rough start for Ithaca, but he got to rebound in the middle of the year and become one of their more dependable relief pitchers. So we'll have to see if he's going to come into relief right here and they try to just keep the Pioneers down 5 runs. And the Pioneers, they certainly did not want the inning to end that way, but they do get the run to score as Dixon was able to cross the plate before Walker was tagged out at third base. And there's another run. There's a little something to build on. If you want to come back, it always starts with getting your middle and long relievers to just toss shutout baseball and give you a chance. And a pitcher will just hope to do just that.
Tommy Wagner for Newark Pilots will step up to the plate with Wiggins on deck. The
And here's
pitch.
pitch in.
Strike 1.
Not fast on my a little too-soon movement on it. We're looking forward to seeing what pitching you can bring to the table. And
Another hit by pitch. So Wagner will take his base.
That's the third hit by pitch by Pioneers pitching the last 2 innings. There hasn't been any warnings to dig out. These aren't intentional. These are just pitchers throwing a little bit too wildly. But last inning, both of the hit by pitches scored, and pitching will hope to avoid the same fate. And here's the pitch.
Ball 1.
And that one is up high to Sam Wiggins. And there's second pitch is a strike on the outside part of the plate. Pigeon is trying to get back into strike zone, just make sure it's under control.
Strike 2.
Another strike. He's able to get that pitch in the outside corner really quite well. Because when guys go inside, he's been having a little more trouble with the hit by pitch last time he attempted that. Let's see what he just tries to do here.
Throw to second base. And Wagner will steal second. 2-2 count.
And what is that? The 4th stolen base from the Newark Pilots this game. Looks like they're really taking off. Pioneers pitching maybe a little too slow to plate. Maybe know something about Taylor.
Next pitch is a strike. He's called out for strikeout.
Yeah, that might be a little off-speed pitch there from Pigeon, and he freezes him right there, and that's a big first out of the inning.
So 1 out, top of the 6th inning, with Newark having Wagner on second, looking to score. As Wyatt Paget for Newark steps up to the plate. First pitch is a strike.
Yeah, and Pigeon dealing with the first left-hand batter of this appearance, and so far so good. Strike on the inside part of the plate.
Strike 2.
Another off-speed offering. He gets in the swing right over the top of it. That was a nice job by Pigeon. He got ahead and then took advantage by getting him to be a little over-aggressive on that one and swinging over the top of it.
Ball 1.
Yeah, I'm having a little breaking ball right there, and it misses inside. It's going to be a 1-2 count with 1 out.
The pitch. Ball 2.
Yep, misses up. That pitch can do a lot of things for you. It can change the hitter's eye level, and if you come back with a big sound, it might have a little more trouble with it. So let's see if Pigeon and Taylor elect to do just that. And here's the 2-2 from Zach Pigeon.
Taylor throws the third. With the out.
Wow, what
They
a
will
play
end the inning.
Yeah.
Third base coach does not like it. Has a little tangle with the infield umpire. So Taylor and Hilson connect for an out. to end the inning.
And that was really a great play all around by the Elmira Pioneers. So Taylor's really had some trouble throwing out base runners when to catch a position, but right there, you have to swing and miss, then just fires a bullet to third base. At Hilson, maybe a little surprised by the runner taking off for third in that situation, but he gets there, makes a diving play, and he tags the runner in one motion, and now marks the end of the inning. And another great play by the Pioneers. Last time it was a wild pitch, and they execute from Taylor to Ciengo for the third out, and this time it's a strike him out, throw him out, double play. And the Pioneers escape another inning, and they'll hope to make up more ground here in the bottom of the 6th inning. They're down 7-2, but you can overcome 5 runs in 4 innings. That's exactly what they're going to try. Yeah, and Powell is still going to be in there for the Newark Pilots after his Sweet Caroline on the Dunfield scoreboard. And the Pioneers have been able to get a single run against them in the last 2 innings. In the 4th, got one, 5th got one too, and they still have to continue building on. They haven't had that big inning yet, and that's what's going to take if they want to get back in this game. But they're taking a few small steps forward, and that time they're able to get a shutdown inning from the left reliever Pagin. And you hope that this time they can actually gain some ground. Another run or two would go a long way here, so you hope to keep the fans in the game and just maybe come back.
So Zach Bellinger will step up to the plate. First pitch, base hit to first, and it'll be an out.
Yeah, and Bellinger's swinging about well today, but that was a hot shot right to the first baseman, and when he gets to the first baseman, it's really tough to beat that one out, and the first baseman gets there in time for out number 1.
Taylor. Derek DeLear now to bat. My Pioneers. The pitch. Strike.
And DeLear has a little look good today. In his last at bat, made a nice play to play at shortstop, and hoping to start something again for the Pioneers.
Foul ball.
Kind of should have pitched up there, and the result was a foul right back. Just could not quite catch up to it.
So 0-2 is the count. 1 out. Bottom 6. Elmira trails by 5. Foul ball.
And DeLear swinging hard there, but just fouling it off. Still trying to get a pitch he can put into play and hopefully get a board. And here's the 0-2 pitch.
Ball.
Looked like another slider there, and that one wasn't particularly close. If there's been really one flaw with the pitcher Powell, it's been that breaking ball.
And ball 2. So 2-2 count.
Fastball up, and nice job by DeLear getting back into the at-bat. Now it's 2-2, and let's see if we can get a better pitch hit here. Pitch up, and he gets foul, tips it to stay alive. Nice job by DeLear. That's certainly not the ideal. We want to put that pitch into play, make something happen, but some pitchers like it's too good. Just got to foul them off and live to see another pitch. And here's the 2-2. And I just missed this outside, and DeLear has worked a count from 0-2 all the way to 3-2. Great at-bat by Derek DeLear here. Here's the 3-2 from Powell's.
Another foul. Keeps the at-bat alive. Increases Powell's pitch count.
Yeah, and the Pioneers want nothing more than to get Stephen Powell out of this game. He's really been very good. Lots of hits, but always been working out of them whenever there have been runners on base. Pioneers have difficulty buying hits when they've needed them most. Here's the 3-2 from Powell's.
And DeLear will take his base.
That
is ball 4.
And everyone waited for the pitcher waited, the hitter DeLear waited, catcher waited, and turned out it was a ball, and DeLear will take his base. And there's a big base runner for the Pioneers.
So now Taylor Skrupon will step up to the plate. Pioneers have one runner on base at first. They trail by 5. here at the bottom of the sixth inning. The pitch is a ball.
Just missed outside, and after the walk, Powell's just throwing another pitcher with a pitch off the plate. Another hitter, excuse me. And Pioneers just hoping he gets a little unnerved and they can get some pitches in here. He's really been very good.
Pitcher winds up. Wild pitch is a ball, and runner on first will steal for second.
Yeah, and there's a situation where the hitter at the plate was almost hurt a little bit by the runner going. You want to kind of take a swing, protect your runner, but in that case, that was a wild pitch.
So Delir now on second. 1-1 count as Skurpon is on in the batter's box.
And another look back to second base, but nothing doing. Delir leading off the back again.
Powell with the pitch. It's a ball. 2-1 count.
It's high. It's a 2-1 count, but so you can say that Skurpon really swung at that wild pitch. He's really been having some difficulty finding his own in this at bat, and for Skurpon, you just don't want to be too aggressive. You want to let him walk you.
And strike. Catcher throws to second, but unable to make a play, so Delir will be safe at second. The count is now 2-2 with Jordan Taylor on deck.
And Skurpon just swung at a pitch a little bit too far outside, unable to make any contact. Now it's a 2-2 count.
So Powell strikes out Skurpon for the second out of this inning. And Jordan Taylor now stops up to the plate with one runner on second base.
Yeah, Skurpon is chasing an elevated fastball, and now Pioneers are down to one chance to make this a 7-3 ball game. And here's Jordan Taylor. One from Powell's and a pitch.
Strike one.
Yeah, might got a little piece of that, but really had issues with that fastball moving away from him. And hopefully Taylor can make the adjustment, maybe lay off that pitch next time. That was a borderline pitch, it might have been called a ball.
Base hit to the shortstop, able to make a play for the third out. So the Elmira Pioneers will unable to score this inning, unable to cut their deficit even more. So at the end of 6 innings, Newark Pilots lead 7-2.
Definition of a base hit is a runner reaching first base successfully. The ground ball to shortstop, and then a shortstop goes around. That's not what it is.
He still hits the ball. Top of the 7th inning. Pilots lead 7-2. Tommy Wagner. Oh no, sorry. Tanner Geisel.
And pitching out for second in a work, gets the ground ball at second base to start the inning, and there's one away. You got help from the strike him out, throw him out play last inning, and hope to deliver another shutout frame and keep the Pioneers as close as they are. And here's the pitch from pitching. And that's another hit batsman. What is that, 4 in the last 3 innings?
Boyer will take his base.
And once again, none of these are anywhere near intentional. The Pioneers pitcher is trying to throw strikes, but tonight, for whatever reason, it's leaving some pitches a little bit too far inside on these hitters, and the hitter's unable to get out of the way. Here's the pitch. Tags the outside corner, and there's an 0-1 count, excuse me, to the hitter, and that is Zach Wall, right-handed infielder. And there's a fastball moving away, and that's ball 1. So it is a 1-1 count on the hitter Wall. And there it is again. Did it hit him? Somehow it did not. It looked like it was just a wild pitch, but it's just gotten out of the way.
So, a wild pitch. Wall did not get hit, but Boyer, who did get hit by the pitch last time, will get on second base.
And that one was quite a bit outside, and we have a 3-1 count. And Pigan is trying to bear down and throw strikes. Here's the pitch. Outside once again, and because by the base on ball, it's at least not another hit batsman. Better to reach base without any pain if you're the hitter for the Pilots.
Taylor approaches the mound to hand the pitcher a ball. Newark with 2 batters on base. Chris Pulinas now batting.
So 2 runners on, 1 out, but you do have a double play set up. So let's see if we can get a ground ball to one infield and get out of this inning. That one borderline picks, and it missed just inside. As you're not really getting that call if you've been as wild as Pigeon has been the last couple of batters. And here's the pitch. And once again, it's outside. Pigeon is
For ball 2.
missed out there quite a bit. Maybe just not driving the ball enough to home plate, releasing it a little bit early, and that's what can happen. Here's a 2-0. He wanted that one, but it's called inside for and now it's 3-0. 3-0 with 2 runners on, and Pigeon just has to bear down and find the strike zone. Here's the pitch. And he does get a strike. Now it's 3-1. To Chris Nunez. And then outside once again, and we have a bases loaded situation with 1 out. And you have the manager Matt Birch coming out there for the Pioneers, and he's going to make a pitching change. He's seen enough of pitching. He's thrown some good pitches on the outer part of the plate. He's been a little bit too wild, and it's cost him. Now it's the bases loaded, still hasn't allowed a run. And they'll have to see if the Pioneers can escape this and stay in this ball game. 5 runs is not an insurmountable deficit. This is something that this team is capable of overcoming, but you really have to hold them right here. Any other runs just makes it more and more difficult. And pitching will need to stay in a game. I just wanted to kind of settle him down. As Tom, yeah, it's that vote of confidence. I can always be big for a picture. Your manager comes over and tells you, look, I believe in you. You can do this. Left-hand back coming out to play. You can get this guy out, and let's see if Pigeon rewards that vote of confidence. And he does come out there and throw a strike on the outer part of the plate. Nice pitch by Pigeon to begin the at-bat. And that one's fouled away. And it's 0-2. And he's ahead in the count, really looking for a big out right here. And here's the 0-2 from Pigeon. Swung on a miss, a little bit of a breaking ball there, and as the hitter hadn't really expected that from Pigeon. Hadn't really shown much of it, really a lot of fastballs so far, but throws it well, down and away, and the hitter just can't make contact, can't reach it, and that's a big strikeout for Zach Pigeon and the Elmira Pioneers. And now coming to the plate is another left-handed batter against Pigeon. And excuse me, yeah, just couldn't see for a moment. That is Austin Clock. Alright, nope. I must be wrong here. Okay, and here's the 1-1. There's a strike on the outside corner. And Pigeon one strike away from escaping the inning. And big pitcher Pigeon, and check swing. Did he go? Looks like he did not. And it's going to be a 2-2 count. So once again, Pigeon gets one strike away from getting out of the inning. Couldn't quite get the call there. Able to fool him, but not fool him quite out for him to go all the way around. And there's the pitch from Pigeon. Swung and a miss. Strike 3. And 2 huge strikeouts from Zach Pigeon to escape the inning. At the end of 6.5, it is the Newark Pilots 7 and the Elmira Pioneers 2. And you are listening to the Elmira Pioneers broadcast. And after 6 innings from Stephen Powell, so we are finally going to have a new pitcher for the Newark Pilots. And that will be Jason Yano. And he's a 6'0", 170 right-hander out of Stevens College. And he's originally from California. Don't see too many guys from all the way out there coming here. So I guess saw a good opportunity with the Pilots, and he decided to take it. And you watch him throwing, and he's a shorter right-hander, and there's a little bit of stigma against those guys. Shorter lefties, you say, okay, left-hand arm kind of makes up for the shorter stature. But when you're a shorter right-hander, you have a little bit of a tougher time. So Yannick is trying to come out here in the per-game collegiate baseball league, and really gets to prove himself, prove that he's a quality pitcher. Although for the Pioneers, however good Yano may be, they are just excited that Howells is out of the game. They had a rough time, and sometimes a new pitcher can really change everything. So, as Yano makes his warm-up pitches, and he's just about done. At least you like to see the team make the pitch change at the end of the inning. Sometimes you'll see it. Guy needs a little bit more time to warm up, so a starting pitcher comes out there, he's warming up, and then suddenly before you know it, pitching change, and you have 2 guys warming up, and the fans are saying, wow, why am I watching this game? Why is this taking so long? So they do make pitch change at the beginning of the inning, and Powell gets congratulated after a job well done for Newark Pilots, and now all the Pioneers known for is just a little bit of a change of their luck. They did get 7 hits in those 6 innings against Powell's, but a lot of weak contact, a lot of issues with Northern's scoring position. It's almost like Powell's was better out of the stretch than he was out of the windup. He was working with runners in base and getting out of it. Here's the first pitch from Yano. That's going to be outside. So it's going to be a 1-0 count. And the batter is Taylor Hilson. And there's the windup in the pitch. That's going to be fouled away. So it's going to be all 1-1. Righty on righty, Yano versus Hilson. Hilson trying to beat a leadoff runner on board, and the Pirates just hope to claw their way back in this contest. That'd be a ground ball to second base, fielded, thrown to first, and that is out number 1. So Hilson was able to put the ball in play. We didn't put the ball in play to opposite field, but couldn't hit the ball with too much authority, and the second baseman is there for the first out of the inning. But here's the top of the order, Chris Kalustian, and he's had a rough game. He's 0 for 3, but he's the catalyst at the top of your lineup, and he's the guy who can really change everything. If he gets on base, you have him off first base, kind of messing with the pitcher. Will he go? Won't he go? And here's the pitch from Yano. And it's a strike, and Yano got some light movement on that. Also a little two-seam break on that fastball. And it's an 0-1 count. And here's the pitch to Kalustian. Swung on and missed. If the previous pitch was a two-seamer, that one might have been a four-seamer, just moving away from him. Kalustian is trying to figure out the pitcher Yano on the fly. Beginning of the season, the starting course might not be there yet. And here's the pitch from Yano. Swung on and missed, and that'll be the second out of the inning. Had a little late bite on that pitch. Could have been off-speed offering, and Kalustian was fooled. And here comes C.J. Dixon. He's really been one of the Pioneers' best hitters to begin the year. He's a guy who really does a lot of things well. He's shown the ability to barrel the ball and just hit some line drives. He's fast full base in this game. And there's a ball to Dixon, and he's really one of the guys to get excited about if you're a Pioneers fan. He's a top of the order hitter, and he's really someone, whether it's hitting or fielding or base running, he's right up there among the best on the entire Pioneer squad. And he now faces a 1-1 count from pitcher Yano, and the pitch. And that just misses low, and Dixon's going to be ahead in the count 2-1. Dixon is a rising sophomore out of Stanford. And he was able to really contribute for Stanford both in the stolen base department and really just getting on base. That's really the combination you love when you have a hitter who has play discipline, and then once he gets on base, after using that play discipline, he can steal some bags. And here's going to be the 2-2 with 2 outs. And it's going to be just high. That's been the way the umpires have been calling that all game. Because the pitch just above the waist, all the umpires might call from the numbers down a strike, but this umpire, he says, okay, the waist is my strike zone. Dixon with a ground ball to shortstop, and a little bit of trouble fielding it. Fires the first, and Dixon will beat it out. And the shortstop was able to recover. He bobbled a little bit, but was able to get it back. But when you have a runner as fast as C.J. Dixon, that's you really cannot have any margin for error. And Dixon does indeed reach on what they're going to call an error on the scoreboard. And again, that's what happens, especially when you're a fast player and you just put the ball in play. Good things will happen. And that's called an error, but credit Dixon's speed for causing the shortstop to rush a little bit, and that's what caused the misplay. And Yano checks on Dixon at first. Why not? He's a real quality base stealer, already stolen a base. But with 5-run lead, you really want to be focusing on the hitter here. And here's Walker, and he takes a ball outside. So it's a 1-0 count. And Dixon leading off first base. See if he's going. And the 1-0 to Nick Walker. And looks like they're going to call that one outside. It's going to be 2-0. Borderline pitch, and appears that Walker got the call. A little confusing. Umpire coming to compete with other umpire, maybe the picture. And we'll have to see what the count is when the scoreboard is updated. And here is the pitch to Walker. That one's outside. And see, the board reads 2-0. We'll have to see. There's been 3 pitches, so I just have to figure out what's going on with the count exactly. Walker ahead in the count, looking to deliver as Dixon goes, and the throw to second base, and that's gonna be in time. Dixon not getting a great jump, and he's thrown out at second base. So one successful steal in this game, and now he's caught once, and that'll be the end of the inning. After 7 frames, the Newark Pilots 7 and your Elmira Pioneers 2 here on the Elmira Pioneers radio station. And fans, looking for hot pizza after the game, visit Domino's Pizza on a corner of Maple Avenue and Gain Street, right down the road from Dunn Fields. You always need a little bit of comfort food after a tough loss, but the Pioneers are not there yet. The Pioneers are still going to try to come back, and they're going to put in another new pitcher that they hope to do so. And that is going to be number 13, Brandon DiOrio. DiOrio, short-statured, 5'10", 180 right-hander. Another guy from Ithaca. We have the Pioneers have 3 players out of Ithaca. No surprise, it's not too far from here. These guys are pretty local, and it's always nice to not have to travel too far. Go home a decent amount when you have an off day. Although this is a pretty packed PGCBL schedule. Not too many off days for these guys, but you'll take every moment of rest you can get, and having some of mom's home cooking, you certainly can do worse than that. Even if it's pretty sparingly. And the Pioneers continue to get warmed up. And this is another big inning for the Pioneers. This is a situation where the Pioneers are trailing, but you keep delivering strong relief. Now the Vulcanus has tossed up 2 straight zeros, both by pitching, and those certainly weren't easy zeros. The first one took a strike him out, throw him out, don't play. The second one, pitching coach came to the mound, talked to him, somehow got them together, got a pair of strikeouts to escape what was really a big jam. It was bases loaded with 1 out. But anyway, you get the zeros, you try to get a 3rd straight zero, and no matter what happens in this game, it's nice to know, yeah, we did our best at the end of the game to just keep it close. Here's a pitch from DiOrio, and there is a strike to number 2 for the Newark Pilots, and that's Tommy Wagner. And there's the 0-1. Another strike. Nice to see a reliever coming out there and throwing strikes. And pretty well placed. He's locating it down in the zone. Sometimes shorter right-handers have issues really just keeping the ball down, but the Oreo, no such issues so far. Here's the 0-2, and that one's a little up. Kind of wonder if that was a purpose pitch. When you have an 0-2 count on the hitter, you want to waste a pitch. You want to just give him a little bit something different, then maybe go back to your bread and butter. Here's the 1-2. That was down the way with the fastball, and that one just missed the corner. Didn't get the call. Maybe gets a little bit low. Here's the 2-2 from DiOrio. So flare down the right field line, and that will be a fair ball. And Kalusian running into the corner to get it. Kalusian fields, and the runner's going to take off for 3rd, and it looks like he's going to be safe. That ball really was not hit overly hard by Tommy Wagner, but he just put it in the perfect place. It was just fair down the right field line, and Kalusian was shooting him a little bit more towards right center, and he just wasn't there. And I think it's the type of situation where the Pioneers know this guy's going to hit it more towards right center most of the time, but maybe his ball a little bit off the end of the bat. It was a fine pitch from DiOrio, and the hitter gets lucky, and suddenly he's on 3rd base with a triple, and the Pioneers are in trouble. There is runner on 3rd with nobody out here in the 8th inning. That pitch is fouled away, and it's an 0-1 count. So DiOrio having a 10 with the runner on 3rd base, and the Pioneers will have the infield in here, trying to cut down the runner at home plate in case of a ground ball. Pitch, he catches the outside corner. He's hoping to do last batter before a triple happened, but just missed. Then the next pitch, hitter had some luck. He just hit the ball just fair down the right field line, and there's the pitch. Line drive up the middle, and that will score a run. It is an RBI single by the catcher Sam Wiggins, and the Elmira Pioneers now trail 8-2. DiOrio with the bad break on a triple, and you wanna make up for the bad luck. You want to see if you can get out of it, but sometimes it just doesn't work out. And now it is a 6-run deficit for the Elmira Pioneers. And the Yo-Yo set the deal to number 19, Wyatt Patchett. And there's a strike. 0-1 count. Nobody out, 1 run in here in the top of the 8th inning. The Elmira Pioneers are down 8-2. And here's a pitch from Brandon the Yo-Yo. And check swing, foul ball. It was a nice feeling when you get a strike for pitch wasn't exactly there, but batter considered it a little bit too long, and it hits right off the end of the bat for a foul ball. And time is called by the umpires. Everybody's trying to clarify exactly what's going on. And everyone is just about to be set once again. Here's the 0-2 from the Yo-Yo looking for to get the first out of the inning. Might have to change up a little movement there, but just missed, and now it's a 1-2 count. So you kind of change what the hitter is expecting in terms of velocity. Then he may come back with a fastball, and it seems like a couple mile per hour fastball. A couple mile per hour faster, excuse me. And once again, I guess the left-hand hitter is getting hit a ground ball at second base, and suddenly up 2 away. And that's what the Yo-Yo is kind of hoping for here. First, it's a pick-up throw to first base, and he's trying to do a little bit of a leap to make sure that one didn't get by. As it was, he couldn't field it cleanly, but he was able to just knock it down and make sure it didn't go into foul ground. It allowed the runner to advance a second, and then once in a while you see a runner go first or third on a play like that. Pitches a fly ball to center field. Looks like Dixon's going to be there, and indeed he is. He makes the catch. So it's nice to have a center field. He really glides out there and makes that look pretty easy. He went a long way. He was playing pretty deep, but he's able to come in and make the catch, and that's the first out of the inning. And now at the plate for the Newark Pilots is Tanner Geisel. And he's a JUCO guy at Southeastern Community College. Not a college guy here, but the occasional junior college one. And he's someone where everyone here really wants to attract the attention of Major League scouts. When you're a junior college player, community college player, you're also thinking, hey, can I attract the attention of a Division I program? Maybe get a better opportunity there. And that one, check swing, and it's called a strike. Umpire rules that he did actually offer at that pitch. And now it's 1-1 with 1 out. With the right-handed hitter, Tanner Geisel at the plate. Brandon Yo-Yo winds and deals. Now it's outside, and it's 2-1. That was a nice take by Geisel. That pitch moving away, and he's able to just lay off of it for ball tail. And here's the pitch from the Yo-Yo. And there's a strike on the outer part of the plate. Not throwing very hard, but when you locate it that well, hitter can't do much with it. Those are the biggest pitches, and at the same time, when you're the hitter and you don't have 2 strikes on you, that's the pitch you want to take. You know, if I put that into play, it's going to be a little weak-grounded on the first baseline. Bigger swing there by Geisel, and he fouls it back. And the count remains 2-2. The Yo-Yo hoping for the second out of the inning, and just maybe a twin killing to escape the frame. And the windup from the Yo-Yo and the pitch. Just missed outside, and the count will go full. 3-2 with 1 out, and the batter is Tanner Geisel against Brandon the Yo-Yo, righty on righty. They're the 4th pitcher for your Elmira Pioneers, and the pitch. Playing right field, and that'll be another hit. Louisiana has a strong arm, so don't hold him at second base. And it delivers the throw into the shortstop, Galeer. And now there will be 2 on and 1 out. And the Pioneers are in another jam. Yes, have to hope to limit the damage once again. Already has been 1 run scored in the inning. And there's the windup and the pitch. Strike on the outside corner. Nice way to start off the at-bat by Brandon Yo-Yo. 2 runners on, 1 out, 1 in here in the 8th inning. Pioneers trail by 6. The pitch. Popped foul, and now will go out of play. And now she hits off the roof of the stadium. Yeah, not too difficult to do here. Other places might be a little harder, but with the press box where I'm sitting right now, really very close to the field. Hit the ball back a little bit, it can get there off the roof. And at the ballpark next time, this might notice a clank. That's hitting it off right there. And that pitch gets away from the catcher Taylor, and the runners will move on to second and third. There goes the double play possibility, but there is still 2 strikes on the hitter. Diorio needing the out here. Infield in, but they'd much rather get a strikeout. Wind and the pitch. Beautiful pitch. Outer part of the plate. Might have been a little breaking ball right there, and he just freezes him on the corner. Diorio, he's allowed a couple hits here, but also a couple really nasty pitches on the outer part of the plate to right-handed hitters. And you just hope you can build on that in future outings. And here's the first pitch. To number 13. That's Zach Wall, and that's a strike. 0-1, 2 outs. Here's the pitch from Diorio. And that was a nice little change up on the outer part of the plate, and he's swung way over the top of it. Funniest pitchers, really that changeup has been a big pitch for a lot of them so far. Here's 0-2. And he's going to foul that away. Count remains 0-2. And you get the right idea. You went up and away after a lot of pitches down. Now see, you go back down. You go back in. You kind of bounce a pitch. A lot of options for Diorio here with 2 strikes and 2 outs. And that ball is back down, and the batter Wall is able to foul it away. So it's going to be 0-2 still. Our third 0-2 pitch from Brandon Diorio to Zach Wall. And he hopes this is the one that finally puts him away. So he goes back to that changeup here. And he does, and it's a well-hit ball into left center field, and that one's going to drop in for a hit. Wall is on his way to second, and he makes it there standing up. And that was a 2-run hit for the Newark Pilots, and the Elmira Pioneers will trail 10-2. Just left that pitch up in his zone, and it wasn't just up, it was up and middle in. If you're going to get that pitch up, you really have to be careful, because if it's not up enough, that hitter, he's seeing a mistake pitch, and he's going to drill it. Always frustrating also to give up a 2-out hit if you're a pitcher. And now 3 runs in the inning for the Newark Pilots. That's yet another hit by pitch. By my unofficial count, that's 5 in the last 4 innings. And it's frustrating. You have to wonder, just for these pitchers, it's a game that's been out of reach for a while. Pioneers trying to claw back, but stranding some runners on base. And these pitchers getting some bad luck, making a couple mistakes, and maybe leaving the ball up, not quite focusing on the mechanics as much, and the result has been hit batters. And there it is, strike, blows it right by him with the fastball. Now what the Pioneers are hoping to see a little more from Bandiorio. Attacking with that fastball, and maybe throw that changeup, try a good slider a couple of times. Pick something off that as well, and it's fouled away. It's 0-2. Diorio once again, 1 strike away from escaping the inning. It is a 10-2 game in favor of the Newark Pilots over the Elmira Pioneers, and it's 0-2 with 2 outs here in the top of the 8th inning. Here's the pitch. Swung on a strike 3, and Diorio finally gets out of the inning. And a little bit of a sigh of relief there. He knows that wasn't good, but all you can do is just get out of the inning after the damage has been done. And now the Pioneers will bat in the bottom of the 8th inning. So the Pioneers, they were finally able to get the dominant starter for Newark Pilots, Stephen Pallet, out of the game, but Yano also tossed scoreless inning in relief of him. And now we're going to have another new pitcher for Newark Pilots. Let's see who that's going to be. It looks like number 20, and that's Andrew Tidwell. He's a 6'6", 180 right-hander, and he's out of Saginaw Valley State, and he's a senior. Don't get too many of those around here. But he's someone, the Pilots offered him the opportunity to fish, and he said, why not? Let me see if I could raise my profile a little bit. Also, the MLB draft was today, so maybe South might be a little bit of a long shot. But maybe you catch the attention of an independent ball team. Or at the very least, you get to say that you closed out your baseball career with a bang. And also, that's one thing worth noting. Is that independent ball has really gotten a lot better. We've seen more quality names enter its ranks, and I think the best example is really Scott Kazmir. So, this pitcher for the Tampa Bay Rays, totally went out of sorts. He was out of baseball after one out in 2011. Then goes to independent ball, the Sugarland Skeeters, and is really able to come back, and now he's a effective pitcher for the Oakland Athletics. So, a lot of these guys, no matter where their future holds, they love the game, they want to keep playing, and they'll see if playing in a pregame collegiate baseball league, whatever summer league they're in, can open up some opportunities. And we're going to have a little bit of a conference here at the mound before the inning starts. And Pioneers fans getting just a little bit restless. The first batter for the Pioneers is going to be number 4, Nick Walker. And he's hit the ball hard a couple times. He has a hit. But he also ran into an out at third base. That ended the 6th inning. And here's the pitch from Tidwell. Hit hard but foul. Tidwell, another one of these right-handers with a deceptive delivery. And it's definitely an asset if the hitter can't see the ball out of your hands. You can be throwing 4 or 5 mile per hour slower than the next guy. It would be more effective. But it's all about, it's a tougher release point. Can you keep throwing strikes? That was a pretty slow pitch, rather than a high 70s slider. But he's able to spot it on the corner, and that can be an effective pitch. And Walker in an 0-2 hole. The windup and the pitch. Little ball on the ground to shortstop. It's fielded, fires to first, and he's just out. Walker hustling down the line, but no dice this time. And there's one away in the bottom of the 8th inning. And here's the first baseman, Esteban. He's gone hits in his last 2 at-bats. He's really had a very nice game. He's been one of the Pioneers' more reliable hitters so far this year. Hyped guy, as Chris Blues and senior at Manhattan College. And we'll see if we keep this up. Yeah, the Pioneers actually have 4 Manhattan Jaspers on their roster this year. So you have Calusian, you have Santisteban, then you have Armbrust, and finally you have the right-hander Simonetti, who hasn't yet arrived. Excuse me, I'm sorry. The third one is Jason Patnick, Armbrust out of East Stroudsburg, who also has 3 players on the team, but a little bit different. Hit the ball hard down the left field line. That's going to be a base hit. The Walker, and they'll take extra bases on that. He's come on with a double, and that's his 3rd hit of the night. Always got to find highlights of the game like this, and Santisteban has definitely been one of them. Hit the ball 3 at bats in a row, and really hit the ball with authority. That's really what matters. And Pioneers hoping to show some life here in the bottom of the 8th inning. They're down 10-2. You now have 2 runs on 8 hits versus 10 runs on 11 hits for the Pilots. But it's worth pointing out the Pioneers have walked a couple guys. They also hit 5 batters. They don't see that too often. There's a strike on the inside part of the plate to Zach Bellinger. The Elmira kid with a home coming back to the Pioneers after a year hiatus. Here's the windup and the pitch. Swung on a miss, and Bellinger a little bit over aggressive, trying to do something to get his team back in the game. And now he's down 0-2 in the count to Tidwell. And a lanky right-hander deals. Ground ball, and the second baseman charge, and throw to first base for the out. The runner does move to third base. This is a situation where productive outs are really very productive. Pioneers would like to get within 10-3, but they'd much rather have a base runner at this point. And now we're going to have a pinch hitter, and it's going to be number 6, Pete Carrier. Going to get his first at-bat of the game. Lefty swinger out of Victor, New York, attends Wofford. And there's a strike. And after Santisteban doubled And Bellinger makes some weak contact. Well, I guess Pioneer decided they want some left-handed batters up against Tidwell. When you get one of these types of right-handers, sometimes the lefty batter can get a better look at the ball. And that's the aim here. Just try to do whatever you can to just maybe get on base. And we're set for the 1-1 from Tidwell to Carrier. Here's a strike on the outer part of the plate, and now he's down 1-2 with 2 outs. And the Pioneers hoping to get something going with 2 outs here. They have a runner on third, hoping to scratch another run across. That one missed. Nice take by Carrier. Didn't look like it was coming back to the plate, and he was unwilling to expand his zone. And now it's a 2-2 count. Ingratilla hoping to complete a shutout inning. And the ground ball off Tillwell's glove. Second baseman fields. Will he have enough time? And yes, he does. Carrier is thrown out at first base, and that'll be the end of the inning. And so now we've completed 8 innings of play here at Dunfield, and the Pioneers are trailing 10-2 to the Newark Pilots. They've gotten some hits, 8 total, but runs have been hard to come by. First, it was 6 innings from right-hander Stephen Powell. It looked very impressive. Then another right-hander, Yano. And then just for good measure, throwing a third right-hander, Andrew Tidwell, and all 3 of them have found success. And for the Pioneers, it looks like Randy Oyo is going to come back for a second inning. Don't want to burn another reliever. Top of the 9th inning, and for the Pioneers, big thing is always going to be the saving your best relievers for games that are close. And for Oyo, he has the ability to work his way into a setup role for this team. He has good stuff, but 3 runs last inning, they think he can throw a few more pitches, as pitch count is not that bad in their estimation. So they are telling us to take one for the team, throw 9th inning, and give us some pressure on for tomorrow. And as YMCA is playing on the Dunfield scoreboard. Another one of those fun ballpark traditions. All the kids going out there and opening arms for the Y, bringing back in for the M. And just want to give the fans some reason to be excited in a game where the Pioneers are currently trailing by 8 runs. And here's the Oreo coming back and batting for the Pilots. Number 25, Braxton Wilkes. And there's a line after the gap. He's going to go for 2. Looks like he's going to make it. Dixon rings it in, but that will be a 2-base hit for Braxton Wilkes. And he is listed as a pitcher, but he's done some nice hitting there. Left-handed bat. Freshman at Kansas State. So one of these Division I Big 12 conference guys. And we really have pitchers from all over here in the Big Game Collegiate Baseball League. We have some from the big conferences, the Big 12s, the SECs. Other ones will Division II, Division III, and some of them just looking for an opportunity. And Wilkes making the most of his year. So I'm working with the bat, and maybe next time we'll see him on the mound. And the batter is Tommy Wagner for the Newark Pilots. The line and the pitch. Blooper, and that is into left field for a base hit. And Dixon will hold him at third base, so it would be first and third with nobody out. Giroyo in more trouble. He's hoping to compose himself and get through what should be the final half inning that the Pioneers will have to pitch. And we're going to have a meeting at the mound with Matt Bursch coming out. Talking to him. Always interested in what he's saying, but we're not going to find out. And I think the bottom line here, you have your young right-hander on the mound, just tell him to calm down. Just don't worry about the score, just find a way to get out of this inning. Yeah, Pioneers. This is the way the per game collegiate baseball league is working this year. The Pioneers are quite a bit west of the other franchises, so their travel can be tough sometimes. So you just want to get this game over with as soon as possible. Hasn't been that long a game, to under 2.5 hours so far, and you would like to keep it that way. If it's extended, hopefully it's because you're coming back. And here's the pitch from DiOrio. Gets away from the catcher, and the runner will advance to second. Not enough for the runner to go home from third. It's going to be a 1-0 count to Sam Wiggins. He's a smaller player. He's 5'8", 170, but baseball is a sport where size doesn't always matter so much. If you can hit, you can hit. Catchers and second basemen, they can really prove that size is not always the biggest deal. And here's the pitch. There's a fly ball to left field. Will be caught, and the leader cannot make the catch. A run will score. The other two runners will hold at first. One runner will advance to second. The other one will go to first. And that'll be an error on the leader. He's made a couple nice plays, but also let a couple balls slip through his fingers. That's gotta be frustrating for DiOrio. This is a good pitch. Gets the pop up, but doesn't turn into a pop out. It's now an 11-2 ball game in favor of Newark. Newark 3 outs away from taking over first place in the PVCL West Division. There's another fly ball on the left, and that's going to be fielded by the left fielder. Throw to third base. And that's something you will very rarely see, folks. That is a 7-5 putout at third base. The batter had to wait, and he waited too long. The ball bounced, the left fielder came up and made a very good throw, and that is the first out of the inning, and a big out for the Pioneers. And DiOrio, one pitch away from getting out of the inning, potentially. Here's checking out side corner. Batter for Newark is going to be Tanner Geisel. And here's the windup and the pitch from DiOrio. Fouled away, and it's 0-2. See, I'm getting ahead of him. DiOrio hoping to get out of this frame. He's in the second inning of work, and the results have not been ideal, but Pioneers are hoping he can finish this game and save the other pitchers for tomorrow. Here's the pitch. Slow the arm action on that changeup. That's hit well to center field. Can Dixon get it? He cannot. He makes a dive. But all the fielders held. I think they might have thought that Dixon was going to get that. So it's going to be bases loaded with 1 out. The Pioneers are spared a run for the moment. But they're in another jam with the bases loaded. He has tracked down quite a few softly hit baseballs in center field, but that one is a little bit too far. It should a little bit towards the right. That one's hitting the left center. So he covered a lot of ground, but he couldn't cover quite enough. And the batter now is going to be number 1. I think this is his first at bat. This is Derek Reed getting the pinch hit appearance. The windup and the pitch. And that pitch is fouled away. It's going to be a 1-1 count from DiOrio to the pinch hitter Reed. Pilot starting to bring in a couple substitutes, give someone a chance to get in that bat. And here's the 1-1 from DiOrio. There's a strike. Nice pitch. Across the plate, around the knees. And DiOrio has a 2-strike count, hoping to just retire this batter and move towards getting out of the inning. Another fly ball left field, but that one is playable. Catch will be made. Throw home is going to be cut off. Run will score, making it a 12-2 ball game in favor of Newark Pilots. Always frustrating. Another tack on run. And part of the way baseball works is there are certain things you don't do when you're up by a lot of runs. A lot of people get upset if you steal a base or if you're bunting, but you can't ask the hitter to stop hitting. He wants those good numbers on the back of his baseball card. And there's a ball. And that's a 1-0 count. 2 on, 2 outs for Newark Pilots here at the top of the 9th. That one's outside as well, and it's a 2-0 count. He always had a frustrating inning. He's trying to finally ended. There's a strike on the outer part of the plate, and it's 2-1. Number 13 is number 13. It's the Yo-Yo against Wall. The windup and the pitch. Outside, and that's ball 3. 3-1 count. Yo-Yo trying to bear down and throw a strike. The windup and the pitch. And that crosses the corner. Nice pitch on the outer edge of the plate. And hitter is hoping that be all 4. It doesn't get it. It's 3-2. There's the one for the Yo-Yo and the pitch. Down out the middle. Fielded by the Lear. He's going to throw to first, and he gets him in time. And that will finally mark the end of the inning. So, Newark Pilots tack on 2 more runs, and we head to the bottom of the 9th. And the Pioneers have a long way to go. They're down 12-2. Okay, you're listening to the Pioneers Broadcast Network. And fans, tonight is Chemung County Transit Night here at Dunfield. So, I guess worth reminding all of you that C-Tran is accessible to everyone, as all buses are equipped with ramps or lifts. Find out more at their website, chemungtransit.com. C-Tran, the smart way to go. And there'll be a reliever with a funky motion out there. Is that the same picture? I guess we'll find out in a second who the picture is for Newark. Still waiting for him to turn around. That's what can happen around here sometimes. And the Pilots are hoping to close out this win in strong fashion. While the Pioneers, it's going to be tough to come back, but you just hope for something positive, something you say, look, we did this, and tomorrow we're going to build on it. Looks like it's still number 20, and his name is Andrew Tidwell, same as last inning, keeping the deceptive right-hander in the game. Okay, so that inning lasted quite a while, almost forgot who the pitcher was, but we do remember, and he's back on the mound trying to close this game out with a couple of zeros. For the Pioneers, they got a run each in the 4th and 5th innings, but that has been it. And for the Pioneers, we're going to have a pink hitter. That's going to be Jerem Armbrust, who started yesterday's game and had an RBI. So we'll hope to do something positively. Just have a good at-bat. It's going to be tough for the Pioneers to come back, but you try to put together quality at-bats. And the good thing about baseball, there's no clock running out. If the Pioneers keep hitting, this game is going to stop. So let's see if the Pioneers can start something, and it begins with Armbrust. Armbrust, an outfielder out of East Stroudsburg. He's going to be a rising junior. And the windup and the pitch from Tidwell. That one's outside, and that's a 1-1 count. We have another case of both players wearing the same number. We have number 20 against number 20. Always an interesting tidbit. Let's see which one wins the battle. Here's the pitch. And it's a high fly ball towards right center. Is that going to drop? Yes, it will. And there's going to be an extra base hit for John Armbrust. He's at second. He's going to hightail it to third. And the throw, the play, and he is saved. Just gets in. Aggressive by Armbrust. A little bit questionable in a game where you're down by this many runs, but he's able to get in, so it all works out. Armbrust trying to ignite this Pioneers team. Just give him something to smile about. You're looking at him. He's down by this many runs, but he's going in there. He's going hard with the race. He's digging all the way, and he gets in there. That has to really confidence a little bit. And now batting is going to be number 26 for the Pioneers, and that's going to be Taylor, the catcher. And this pitcher was just about ready to deliver, but batter calls time. And that one's outside. It's a 1-0 count. This is Taylor. He's had a tough night behind the plate. I believe he's allowed 5 stolen bases, hoping to end it in a positive way. There's a strike, and it's 1-1. Nobody out here at the bottom of the 9th. And the Pioneers have a runner on third base, hoping to drive him in. Hits with runners in base have been tough to come by, but another one here would go a long way towards tomorrow. The windup and the pitch. It's fouled away, and it's going to be 2 strikes on Taylor. And then here, out comes the catcher. Talk to him, settle him down. He's in contest between the two pilots catchers. So the one who's actually catching today is Chris Folanez, and he's 6'3", 225, big durable guy. The other one, at a different position, that's Sam Wiggins, 5'8", 170. Baseball players come in all shapes and sizes, and if you hit or if you pitch, depending on which is your which position you play, you can go somewhere. The little guys in baseball can offer me the best guys. That's one exciting thing about the sport. And Taylor is still down to count 1 and 2. He's fouled the pitch away. Here's the pitch. Makes contact again, and once again a foul. Staying alive. And all he wants to do is just put something together here. And folks, I should apologize. I did not see the number correctly. That's number 23, Dan McGuire on the mound. Looked a little bit different. But just, some of these pictures, they turn around all the time. Other ones just go right back into their motion. And that's a ball, and it's 3-2. He's worked the count all the way. Has Taylor. And here's the 3-2 pitch. And he's going to be retired on strikes. And fans, we have your player of the game here. And it is going to be Tommy Wagner of the Newark Pilots. And he went 4 for 5 with 3 singles, 1 triple, 2 runs scored, an RBI, 3 stolen bases. He was also one of the Flock pilots to get hit by a pitch. And what a game for Tommy Wagner. And finding himself to at least pitch with some highlight here. And the batter is number 23, that's Colin McGee, getting at bat here. And fouls away for strike 1. Pioneers with the batter on third base, trying to get edge or run closer. Here's the windup and the pitch. And that's strike 2, so McGee quickly down 0-2 in the count. And once again, the catcher comes out. And you're going to see Nunez just making sure he's everything really clear with his picture. Fans would rather not see that in a 10-run game, but that's the way it is sometimes. No matter what the situation is, you want to do well. It's McGuire against Colin McGee. The windup and the pitch. Swung on a miss, strike 3, and that'll be the second out of the inning, and the Pioneers are down to their final out. And here's Calusian to the plate. He's had a frustrating night since game back in the first inning. Just hope to do something positive here for the Pioneers to end this game. The pitch from McGuire, that just misses outside, and it's a 1-0 count. Probably hoping to finish off a scoreless 9th inning. Preceded by Tidwell, who threw a shutout frame. And there's a base hit into right field. Just cuts under the glove. And he's going to go to second, Tidwell, with a 2-out double. And the Pioneers get a run, make it 12-3 Newark. Police was able to do a nice job swatting the other way. And that was closer than you think it would. That ball hung up a little bit, but the center fielder just unable to get it. And Clusian has a 2-base hit and keeps the Pioneers alive. And now here's TJ Dixon, hoping to do a little bit more damage before this game is through. That one is hit hard down the left of the line, and that will go foul. Putting good one on that one. A couple nice swings from the Pioneers. They're losing with a double. Dixon just misses that foul ball. And we'll hope to score the next one up on the field. And just played another run for this Pioneers team. Here's the wind and the deal. And that's a strike. 0-2 on Dixon. Now, Meyer Pioneers are down to their final strike, hoping to make a little bit more happen here in the bottom of the ninth. I think it's been great for the Pirates this year, and hoping to just deliver another highlight. Here's the pitch. Just missed outside. Oh, it's a little nerve-wracking when you're on your last strike, you take a pitch that's borderline, but Dixon gets a call in his favor there. And it is a 1-2 count with 2 outs. Here's the pitch from McGuire. And there's a fly ball in the left center field. Will it drop? No, it will not. It will be caught for the final out of the game. And that will do it here at Dunn Field in Elmira. The Elmira Pioneers 3, the Newark Pilots 12, and the Pilots in 5 different innings were able to plant multiple runs. The Pioneers, meanwhile, they did get 10 hits, but they got a lone run each in the 4th, the 5th, and 9th innings. And that will be their first loss of the season. So Newark with the win, they improved to 3-1. The Pioneers now have 2-1, happening back in their early going as the Newark Pilots high-five themselves on the field after this win over the Elmira Pioneers. So once again, your final, the Newark Pilots 12, the Elmira Pioneers 3. And that'll do it here from Dunn Field. Sorry about the result, but I hope you all had a good time listening. As the Pioneers got their first game of the year, and we'll hope to rebound tomorrow. Everyone, I hope you have a good night. This is Robbie Knopf signing off.